our YouTube URL is random numbers and letters, some capitalized, some not.
Looks like our passwords for.
It does look like our passwords.
God.
So the YouTube link isn't the nicest. We're looking to do a little bit of editing for our YouTube later today, so we're streaming some painting now. I can't see what you're painting, Peanut.
Well, this needs to be precise.
It just wasn't in frame.
Sorry,
guys.
Oh,
paint tray. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it always likes the paint tray over whatever it is you're doing. I wonder if I moved the paint tray like closer to where you're painting, if that would fix it. My train of thought. Yes, so we're painting this morning. We're gonna go visit our grandmother for a little bit.
Grandma.
And then when we get back, we were going to look at the VOD for the 4-hour build we did. And break it into chunks and upload that to YouTube so that I think Twitch only holds the VOD for 3 months or so. And we want to keep all of our VODs of all of our builds and our paints. So we will chop it up into little pieces and then upload a playlist of the 4-hour build, so it's not a 4-hour long video. More so it's kind of digestible, maybe 30-minute chunks, and have 8 of those. Because I definitely want to be able to look back and see what I used to do, so that when I've improved down the road, I can see where I started. I think that would be really cool, especially for the first build. I think it's important.
Yeah, I agree.
Same with the painting, seeing what we do now versus how much we've improved a month from now. We've already got a lot of good tips and tricks from chat on where we can improve. So that's been really cool. Very wholesome. I love when the camera focuses on the helmet the way it does, so I can see what you're doing from a top-down perspective. I love it. It is so just relaxing to watch you do what you do. Can I see? Oh, what a handsome boy.
I like the gold.
The line works pretty good.
The paint brush is a lot
There's
easier.
no way you would have done this with a marker, like with the fat tip of the marker.
No way. This one again is a lot easier because it has that fine, it's that fine tip black, so I could really get precise lines with this. But with the thick angle brushes, it's good for big pieces.
Yeah.
If I want to do a lot of color.
You plan on doing anything else to the helmet?
I do. I want to do it like... What am I trying to...
In stages?
Thank you. Yeah, in stages. I want to do some work on the side here.
Okay, let me see if I can autofocus the camera so that people can see what you've done. Can you face them up? Show me your face. There we go. Took a billion tries, but we got there.
Not much yet. I've only added gold to the sides.
He's got his racing stripes.
Yeah.
He's got his Guy Fieri frosted tips.
Yeah. In person, the gold metallic really stands out, and it really catches the light. I'm really into it. I want to work on the side, like the little jets here.
Yeah, I don't think you've primed those areas yet, though, have you?
I have some of the parts. I didn't prime the whole thing, but I've done the sides and the back.
Because there was still more you wanted to do this one, right? The torso here?
Yeah.
Is that a cat here?
Sure is. So
Come here.
I'm going to
Pop his head back in. Here, let me move him over so everyone can see the different... the little...
Head on a stick.
Yeah, the little body parts you've put on the webcam up here.
A little suspicious.
Little razzle dazzle.
Reminds me of Lord of the Flies.
Oh yeah, it was mandatory to read that book in high school. Lord of the Flies, was that grade?
Fries.
Lord of the Fries. You know, that's my future title.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Lord of the Flies, Fahrenheit 451.
51.
Catcher in the Rye.
I remember Lord of the Flies and Fahrenheit 451. I don't think I read Catcher in the Rye.
Really? I liked that one. But Colton, he had some issues.
I was also in the... You know how there's academic and applied?
You were the AP?
AP, yeah. I was in AP English for grade 11, 12.
That was fine. You still had to read the books.
I did different stuff than the rest of the class did.
I did that for creative. You
did the specialist high skills major?
Yeah. For alts and or whatever it was called.
I did advanced placement for English, my Englishes and my sciences. And history. Yeah. But history, I did the same stuff as everybody else, but I just had more assignments.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is phenomenal.
Great.
But some of the other courses I did do separate tracks items, which was fun.
Yeah.
I had to do a one-man play in history. I had to reenact the Prohibition as a one-girl show.
What?
It was phenomenal. I dressed up like a mafia member.
That's sick. Nice.
What does that have to do with my history grade? Great question. I'm excited to see how the marker turns out. Any chance you can put it more that way so people can see? What'd you do here?
Don't look too close.
Oh. Over top of the silver?
Just some of them. Not all of them. But some of them.
And what does that do by putting the black over top?
Well, some of them, the silver will be on top.
Pretty good.
It'll help the silver stand out. So if the black is underneath, it kind of creates like that depth, that forced...
Depth of field?
Yeah, that forced perspective.
Okay.
Sorry, this piece is a little chunky, so kind of have to angle it away from the camera sometimes, just so I can get in.
We need to... That's something we should do before next weekend is fix our camera setup, because it's causing us a lot of grief.
Yeah.
Because it's literally tied up by a string.
Yeah.
Does it work? Yes. Should it work? Probably not.
It's questionable.
The way that you MacGyver, it's pretty impressive, though. There's
you.
strings everywhere.
I'm a puppet master.
Oh, I wonder if Grandma texted us back. Grandma didn't text us back.
She's too cool.
Do you think she's gonna text us back in the next 30 minutes?
Maybe. She could be working outside.
Yeah, that's true. She could be outside.
Oh god.
Try to leave my phone where I can see it in case Grandma messages us back. Yeah. Hopefully Loki's well rested. He's been sleeping this whole time. Go see Grandma. Watching you paint just makes me really want to build.
You can go for it.
I'm not gonna set it all up now. I really want to get some sandpaper before I start a new build.
Yeah, I know.
That's something I can probably do this week. I can pick up. I think someone last night recommended 400, 800, 1,200. I wish I wrote it down. I know they said a 400 and an 800.
You could go back and watch the VOD.
True, I could probably find it. I like how the stream is just you pointing a skewer at the camera. On guard.
Listen here. Yep.
Camera finally decides to focus while nothing is on screen.
Classic. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Strike me down. Ma'am?
She said no. She just hates us. There you go.
So there's the black on the right.
Yeah.
And then I haven't done much on, and you can see the difference.
Mhm. So you were saying you go back over it again with silver?
Yeah, this is taking a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, you know what might help is if I put your chair lower, because then you yourself would be lower, right? Oh, you're already down all the way. Rest in peace. I tried to be helpful.
Thank you.
A solid effort was made. Yeah, just because then if you were lower, I think it'd be easier for everybody else to see because you're up so high.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. I cut my finger.
Oh.
I was pulling weeds.
Oh.
I went to go clean up the front garden and I had one of those spades. You were with me when I bought it.
Yeah.
For the garden. And I think I just missed and chunked my finger instead.
Oh. Is that a weed?
I'm calling the police. And then I realized I could just mostly pull a lot of the weeds out.
Yeah.
Without using the spade.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I'd have to really dig in and get the roots out. But if you pull on most of them, the roots kind of came loose with the plant. And I was like, oh, dang. I could have saved myself a lot of time.
Aw.
So, you kind of figure it out as you go. Taking this piece of tape. I don't think you need it. I don't know what it was from. Britt Saint says, is that a weed? Is that a weed? Yeah, no more weeds in my garden. So the front lawn looks a lot nicer now. Heck yeah. Yeah, he's slowly coming along, huh?
Isn't that crazy?
It'll be interesting to see him fully put together to see what it all looks like when it comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that bit looks spicy.
What?
I like the black around the top there.
Here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fix some of the silver, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can always go back over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes some of the pieces stand out. Britt's saying, I can't wait for the day you guys are able to say, here's the one I did earlier. We kind of can. We have a really small RX-78-2 that we built at a convention. That was our first one. And it was meant to be a quick in and out, sub 1 hour adventure, I guess. So that's the one that we built first, and we each built one of those. And that's what we kind of decided once we built him, we really liked doing it.
Mm.
But this will be the first one that we build at home, and we paint. So we'll be able to look back at this guy and be like, this was our first one. This was the first attempt at getting into the hobby. First attempt at taking the hobby seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He's a beauty.
Beauty.
Yeah, that'll be good.
What a stunner.
It is a really cool looking model. So this is what he looks like when he's done. For the most part. Where's the... That's what he looks like. I should have chose one of these poses when we were taking the photos. I would question that he can actually bend like this.
Mm.
He must, if this is the way they've posed him on the box.
Mm-hmm.
I totally want to do one of the sword poses.
Yeah.
Just because it's so badass.
I think that would be cool.
He's a cool looking dude. I'll have to try to do that pose again. I tried earlier and I struggled with the arms, but if you shift his waist and his head, I think it looks a lot cleaner. Oh, you're right. The sword sheath looks different on the box. Because the one that you had was fully white, but this one's got the red accents with the gold.
Yeah, they've painted him.
Mm-hmm. Minimally and subtly, but painted. I like. Put this back. Where is this? Right around here. Put that back. You got a lot done today.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the sheath. Today was almost the full torso and starting on the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of been hiccuping on and off this whole time.
Mm-hmm. You okay?
Yep. Yeah, I think it's the coffee probably.
That'll do it.
I wonder if I can move this any further forward without breaking everything. Oh no, it's pretty stuck there.
Oh, sorry, do I gotta move over?
Yeah, that's more in frame. Yeah, hopefully I can find something that sticks out a lot further. We didn't even need to turn the ring light on today for brightness. It's already pretty light out. Nice, 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 nice. I don't remember if it was Dinobot or Epo that recommended a Walmart tripod. But I can look at getting something this week because it's right across from the hobby shop where I want to get the sandpaper from.
It's true.
Two birds with stone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sleepy kitty. Buddy, it really is hot in here. You should go play somewhere else. Lead to the muffin. I can't believe I almost said 100 YouTube views. I love it. We got the little closed caption button under. I manually added captions.
That's dedication.
That is dedication. Dedication with cause. It only took about half hour. It wasn't too bad at all, actually. coming along, huh?
Mm-hmm. Hands.
What's next?
I want to give the
A little bit of silver.
yeah, I want to give it a little bit of a try. Doing this technique, just putting like a little blob of it. That's the play.
I think the little shot glass worked better than a ramekin would have.
Yeah.
For holding the water.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I just like that Dwight Schrute is looking at us at all times.
Yeah. Judging. Looking. Judging. Judging.
This is what's holding our water. A little Dwight Schrute. Oh.
Did not like that.
Yeah, was not a fan of Dwight.
Dwight Schrute of Schrute Farms.
Can't see what you're doing. There you go. Oh no, the alligator clip. He's going down.
You go down, go down, swinging.
I should stop playing with this sticky pen. It's stuck in my head now. What did you want to do with the silver little bits on the sides of the helmet?
Yeah, I've done the little piece that juts out on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a silver band down the center, and then there's another raised area where I'm gonna put a bit of red. Because on his helmet, there's not a whole lot other than like the frame of his eyes and his little goatee.
That's true.
So I'd like there to be a little bit more pop of color, and maybe I'll do another little bit up on the top or along the back. I think some red.
It really is so cathartic when I can see what you're doing. Oh, it didn't give you enough paint?
No, I just don't want to waste so much of it like I did like with the red. So I'm doing little bits at a time. I can always grab more, right?
And that was from yesterday's red, right?
Yeah. I can always grab more, so
yeah.
No harm in just doing a little bit at a time.
Yeah, like you were telling me earlier, a little bit goes a long way in terms of paint. So for this one, the theme is you've more or less stuck with the original colors.
Yeah.
And then added some accents of gold, which I guess you can still see on the box. You can tell that he's got some gold accents.
I wanted to keep it simple, especially for the first, learning how to use the medium. Because, I mean, I'm used to painting on canvas. And obviously this is completely different. So, just wanted to get a feel for it. Eventually, it'll slowly become unhinged. And all the different ideas I have will come exploding into other Gundams.
Yeah, well, like you said, this is your first one, so you want to get used to the paints, get used to the brushes, get used to the techniques. And then start to upgrade slowly. Because every time we do something, we realize there's things we can be doing better, or things that we should be trying.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We'll have to find another time for you to come paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At least with the arms and stuff and the legs.
Mm-hmm.
They're bigger areas. So like the tiny details, it won't take as long. Because these are so many little things that I wanted to highlight, whereas with this, I almost don't need to as much. There's some lines, but the fine tip black it fits really nicely in between.
Mm-hmm. Still no word from Grandma.
Grandma?
Yeah, I wonder if she's working outside.
She's decided she's too cool for us. Are we going to the food thing tonight? Or no?
I think it depends on when Grandma decides we're coming to visit.
Yeah.
Is there a specific time that you've got to go back for? Because you work tomorrow, right?
No time.
Okay. Yeah, there's a food market going on tonight, and I keep trying to convince Peanut that we should go.
And I want to go.
It's,
It involves food.
Yeah,
My
it's
weakness.
more of an Asian food market, or an Asian night market, with a bunch of stalls and food trucks of foods that I would be really intrigued. Sometimes they bring some out-of-the-box creations, so it's a good opportunity to go and see a bunch of different things.
It's also just fun. It's fun to get
Sample the
out
different
and
foods. I would love
try
to go.
new things.
We'll have to wait till after the plumber, because I think the plumber's coming in the afternoon.
Mario.
Because my sink is leaking, and it's leaking downstairs into like the front door. So now to open the front door, I have to like
Dodge droplets.
I have to use all of my strength to open the door because the frame's gotten all wet and it's expanded. So someone's gonna come fix the leak.
Yeah.
Which would be nice.
That would be nice to have it fixed.
I would love for the sink to stop
So
leaking.
then you don't live in fear.
Of leaky pipes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I think the landlord was gonna come like saw the door to like level it. Because right now you have to use a lot of muscle. The poor landlord struggled to leave the building the other day because he couldn't get the door open.
So he knows.
So he knows, and he's like, yeah, I've got a thing, don't worry.
Okay.
I think he has a daughter around my age, so he sees me here, and he's like, I got this, don't worry, I'll help you. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Legally you have to, but I appreciate you.